Our story this week is called A Passover Meal, and it's based on Luke 22, verses 1 through 20. When people celebrate holidays, they often eat special meals together. What kinds of foods do you eat at Christmas, at Easter, on your birthday? Jesus and the disciples ate a meal to celebrate the Passover when they were in Jerusalem. When Jesus and the disciples went into Jerusalem on the day we call Palm Sunday, it was time for the Passover festival. Jewish people traveled from all over to Jerusalem. They came to remember how God sent Moses to lead them out of slavery into the Promised Land. An important part of this celebration was the Passover meal. Jesus sent his friends, Peter and John, into the city. He said, "Find a place where we can eat the Passover meal together." "Where do you want us to prepare the meal? We don't live here," they asked. "You will meet a man carrying a jar of water," answered Jesus. "He will show you an upstairs guest room in his house." Peter and John went to Jerusalem. They saw the man with the water jar. He showed them his upstairs guest room where the meal could be prepared, just like Jesus had said. Later, Jesus and all the disciples came to the upstairs room. When the meal was ready, they gathered around the table to eat the Passover meal of lamb, vegetables, and herbs. Jesus looked around the table. He said, "I am glad to eat this Passover meal with you. It might be a long time until we eat together again." Jesus picked up a cup. He said, "Thank you, God, for this food." Then Jesus picked up a loaf of bread and tore it into pieces. He gave the bread to his disciples. "This bread is like my body," he said. "Remember me when you eat bread with your friends and family." When everyone had eaten, Jesus lifted the cup again. He said, "This cup is like the blood that makes each human live. Remember me when you drink from this cup." This was a new way to celebrate the Passover. The disciples were confused about some things that Jesus said, but tonight they were happy to be together. Here are our questions for this week. What do you think Jesus meant when he said, "Remember me"? If you could take a picture of the scenes in this story, what would you show? Jews share the Passover meal to remember how God set them free from slavery. Christians share bread and cup at communion to remember Jesus. What else can you do to remember Jesus? I hope you have a great week.